Hey grade 9s, welcome back to Masterandlearnit. In this video, it's the second segment of factorizing by trinomials where the sign of the last term is a negative. In the previous video, we did where the sign of the last term was a positive. If you have missed that, you can watch the video of the first part. The second part is when the last term is a negative. How do we do that? So remember, the first step is to take out the highest common factor. So this is this one. So let's take out our highest common factor on these three terms. 3 is common throughout, so I take out 3. I divide, we get m squared, positive and negatives, and negative 3 into 15, that's 5. 8, negative there, 3 into 18, that's 6. So now I've taken out the highest common factor. Inside this bracket, I have 3 terms which qualifies to be a trinomial. So what do we do? How do we factorize a trinomial? You multiply the first term times the last term, and 6 times m squared, I get 6m squared. And we are interested in this the factors of 6. So we want all two numbers that you multiply to get 6. So I could say 1 times 6 gives me 6, or 2 times 3. These are the only factors of 6. And now this is where it matters. What does it mean when the sign is a negative, the sign of the last term? So when the sign of the last term is a negative, it says signs will be different. Signs will be different. That means the other one is going to be a positive, the other one is going to be a negative. But we don't know who's going to adopt the positive or negative. So it says signs will be different, but the bigger factor takes the sign of the middle term. So my sign of the middle term in this case happens to be negative. So all the bigger factors, 6 is bigger than 1, 3 is bigger than 2. All the bigger factor takes the sign of the middle term. So I'm going to repeat once again. If the sign of the last term is a negative, signs will be different. Your factors will have different signs, and the bigger factor takes the sign of the middle term. In this case, happens to be a negative. So these guys must be positives because signs will be different. Using a calculator, 1 minus 6 is negative 5, and this is the rightful factor. So we take these ones. So my highest common factor out was 3. Then I open my two brackets. So that's going to be m plus this 1, m minus the 6. And this is our final answer. Let's do another example right here, which is p squared plus 3p minus 10. Remember, we're interested in factorizing now in this segment where the sign of the last term is negative. So what do we do? First step, take out the highest common factor. In this case, there is no highest common factor. And since this is a trinomial, multiply the first and the last. And when I multiply these, I get 10p squared. Don't worry about the negative for now. Just multiply the first and the last. And factors of 10, two numbers that you multiply to get 10 is 1 times 10, 2 times 5. These are the only factors. And now we go back to that segment that says, since the sign of the last term is a negative, it says signs will be different, but the bigger factor takes the sign of the middle term, and it happens that our middle term is positive this time. So all bigger factors will be positive and smaller factors will be negative. So minus 1 plus 10 is 9, positive 9. I don't have positive 9. Minus 2 plus 5 using a calculator, you get positive 3, which happens to be here. So I open my two brackets, which is p, remember these are the factors, p minus 2, p plus 5. And this is our final answer. I hope this video made it easy for you to understand trinomials when the sign of the last term is a plus and when the sign of the last term is a negative. Please drop in your comments and share how you feel about this video. If you really like this video, give it a big thumbs. Always subscribe to Masterandlearnit and share to friends who also need videos like this. See you in the next video.